perfect example, United Health. United Health currently has a 69% factor of costs, which leaves 31% for its shareholders for profit and for overhead. This would require them to drop coverage if they are below 80%. It's just insane. This is a country that we are supposed to be the bastion of capitalism for the world, and we have an administration that more and more every day, I am convinced, is a socialist. Absolutely convinced. I used to laugh at my right-wing friends talking about Barack Obama as a socialist. He is. I've now reached the conclusion.
I never knew you were laughing at
He is a socialist. Because, Gary, I thought it was an overreaction.
No.
And now that I see what he's really doing, and look at what he's doing in energy. This whole thing about the moratorium in the Gulf of Mexico and the judge's order this last week that literally said the administration lied. When the administration used the excuse that the 8 experts that did their study recommended the moratorium, the judge said this was a misstatement of fact. And in fact, all 8 of those experts have demanded the administration retract that, which they have not. And 7 of the 8, I believe, have said they are going to file lawsuits against the administration.
Well, just to kind of dovetail into that, one unrelated story, fellas. Start with the related story. In today's New York Post, there's a very interesting article about Geithner during the Bear Stearns takeover, how the government purposely inflated the assets of Bear Stearns to make it more appetizing for other people to acquire those assets. And secondly, this is unrelated, a whistleblower from the Justice Department came out yesterday and said the following. He said, "We have been instructed not to pursue charges, not to pursue with vigor," it was the term, cases against white Americans that are charged with charging that they have been discriminated against either Spanish or African Americans. The Justice Department immediately came out and said, he's just a disgruntled employee that we terminated. And then he responded and said, no, I wasn't terminated, I quit. And I can show my last review, and it was glowing. So you just can't trust where this administration is going. And
that's the biggest issue. They have been interviewing CEOs all over the world, and why, especially in the United States, people are not hiring. And the same answer has been given over and over again. Lack of confidence in this administration and their attitude towards business. You're not going to go out and take risk and hire new people until you understand what your bottom line is going to be next year. What are my health care costs going to be next year? How bad is this health care bill actually going to hit me? The new 4% in taxes on investment income. How exactly does that work? Some people, it's all very complicated.
Fellas, speaking of how things work, very few of us are going to be in this following tax bracket. But get this, and this is Bloomberg was all upset, Mayor Bloomberg of New York was all upset because this is being removed as a deduction because New York City is broke. Get this, fellas. If you earn more than $10 million a year, 50% of whatever you donate is written off. However, how convenient, the same people that make the $10 million a year, many of them set up their own not-for-profit, get paid from their very own not-for-profit that they run, get multiple tax breaks from their not-for-profit that they run, and then get to write off 50% of the money that they donate to their not-for-profit that they run. So, you just got to shake your head and you just got to hope that people start waking up and wising up because of radio shows like yours and the internet and say, wait a second, I don't care, Republican or Democrat, we got to remove these people. This system here is not working for us.
That's certainly what everybody needs to focus on, is fiscal responsibility. But that will be another topic. We will have, after the break, Charles Biderman, the chairman and CEO of Trim Tabs, who is one of our regular guests, monitors liquidity and all sorts of things in the market. Charles will be on after this break and after the word from our wonderful sponsors that help bring you winning strategies. We'll be back after this.
Are you struggling with too much credit card debt, sky-high interest rates, late fees, over-limit fees? Having trouble just making the monthly minimums? We can help. We're credit card